Diwali is here and the streets are filled with lights and colors, and there's that slight nip in the air in Delhi. But amidst all of this, Delhi is buzzing with the news of the complete firecracker ban imposed for the first time this year. Just to let you know, the government has banned production, storage, sale, and bursting of crackers, and there's strict fine and even jail term involved if you violate this ban. For example, according to reports, you can be punished with a 5,000 rupee fine or be jailed for 3 years for selling or storing firecrackers. If you burst crackers, you can be punished with a fine of 200 rupees or be jailed for 6 months. But before this, let me take you back to the story of the firecracker ban in India and how this actually began, because it's a very interesting story. Basically, it started with a petition filed by 3 children back in 2015. Two of these petitioners in the case were actually 6 months old, and one of them was 14 months old. Of course, these petitions were filed on their behalf by their fathers, who said that they were really concerned about the health of their children because of the severe air pollution in Delhi. Why children? Because they said that while poor air quality affects everybody, children are more vulnerable to air pollutants, saying that it could lead to aggravation of asthma, coughing, bronchitis, retarded nervous system breakdown, and even cognitive impairment. Now, while the Supreme Court was hearing this case, this court spoke about a lot of things. It spoke about the government's duty to ensure a healthy environment, as well as the duty of the citizens to ensure the same thing for everybody around them. This is basically under Articles 48A and 51A, subclause G of the Constitution. You can see these articles on your screen right now. There's another argument that the court addressed, and this is something that comes up often when you talk about firecrackers, even in your everyday discussions. When it comes to firecrackers, it is often argued that bursting of crackers is a religious practice followed by Hindus, and therefore this was a practice protected under Article 25 of the Constitution. As I've told you before, Article 25 protects the freedom of religion in India. So this is an argument that was presented before the Supreme Court as well, but the court said that even if burning of firecrackers during Diwali was a religious practice, even if it was, Article 25 is subject to Article 21 of the Constitution, which is right to life and personal liberty. This basically means that if a particular religious practice threatens the health and lives of people, it cannot be protected under Article 25. And anyway, Article 25, if you see the text on your screen right now, it is subject to public health as well. Now, the Supreme Court said that it will have to therefore perform a balancing act by allowing such a practice subject to those conditions which would ensure negligible effect on health. And that's exactly what it did in 2018. The court did not ban firecrackers altogether at that time, but it imposed several conditions on bursting them. For example, it said that only green crackers should be manufactured and sold. It said that on Diwali or other festivals like Guru Purab, when firecrackers are generally burned, it should only be done between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. throughout India. On Christmas and New Year's Eve, it said that firecrackers could be burst in a 35-minute window between 11:55 p.m. and 12:30 a.m. only. But it later allowed southern states to burst firecrackers in the morning, subject to a 2-hour window. Now, the court has since been issuing several orders on similar lines, overseeing the plans submitted for formulation and deployment of green crackers. So the case is still going on. The court is overlooking it. It also banned, during this time, it banned use of chemicals like barium nitrate in the manufacture of crackers. But the court's directions, of course, haven't been implemented properly on the ground. Of course, we know that because firecrackers are still around and being burst by people. In fact, this is something that the Supreme Court is itself aware of. It took note of this on 29th October last year. And it said that despite various directions by the court, the manufacture, sale and use of banned firecrackers have continued. So in this order, the court again spoke about the Constitution, and it clarified that there isn't a total ban on the use of firecrackers, and only certain firecrackers are banned. For example, ones which contain barium salts, basically which are harmful to everybody around you and to the environment. And then it also pulled up the states and union territories. They were warned of strict action if any banned firecrackers are manufactured, sold or used. The court also asked them to give due publicity through electronic media, print media, local cable services to spread awareness about this. So, which is why several states have put in their own rules and regulations in place, which is exactly what has happened in Delhi now too. In Delhi this time, every type of firecracker is banned, like I mentioned, till January 2023. This was through a direction by the Delhi Pollution Control Board in September. In fact, a petition was also filed in the Supreme Court for lifting the complete ban. This was by BJP MP Manoj Tiwari, but the court refused to intervene, asking the petitions to let the residents of Delhi breathe clean air. In fact, the court said, and I quote, spend your money on sweets, let people breathe clean air, unquote. Now, just to let you know, the National Green Tribunal had also issued an order on 1st December 2020 banning the sale and use of all firecrackers during the COVID-19 pandemic in Delhi NCR and everywhere else in the country where the ambient air quality is in the poor category or worse than that. So, the Delhi ban on firecrackers currently actually cites this order as well. Similarly, just to let you know, in neighboring Punjab, you can burst firecrackers during a 2-hour window from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on 24th October. Apart from this, the Punjab government has allowed a bursting of crackers from 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. and 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. on November 8th on the occasion of Prakash Purab of Guru Nanak Dev. There's also a small 35-minute window for you to enjoy bursting firecrackers on Christmas and New Year's Eve, just like the Supreme Court order had said, like I had mentioned earlier. In the south, Tamil Nadu allows a 2-hour window during the day to allow bursting of firecrackers. So, people there can do it between 6 to 7 a.m. in the morning and 7 to 8 p.m. in the evening. So, there are, like you see, different rules in different states basically, but Delhi this year is definitely hoping for a completely patakha-less Diwali. That's all I have for you for now. This is Apurva Mandhani for The Print, wishing you all a very happy Diwali. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.